Knowledge is the key, success is the door. Join Mangaliso Rewu's content. Let's learn and explore.
Tumalanga shene molweni, it's your boy again, Mangaliso Rewu, Rewu elimnandi elikhawuzelisa umqala. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. We back, guys. We back after term 2 preparation video. This video, it's all about past question papers, how to use past question papers effectively. You can have it all. You can have the resources. You just need a way. You can have the resources. You can have iPad. You can have all the websites where you can access past question papers. But if you do not have a strategy, you don't have ways on how you will use those past question papers, those 80, you won't get those 90. You need a structured way of using those past question papers, and that is the purpose of this video. Make sure you watch the video from here up to finish and take notes, people of God. Take notes, guys. Very, very, very important. You need a notebook so that you make sure that you follow all these steps from step 1 up to the end. Don't forget to like the video, comment, let me know what you guys think, subscribe and share this video to all other grade 12s, to all other high school learners. This is for you guys. This is for all FET learners. This is for all GT learners. As long as you are writing your junior examination, this video is for you. Stay tuned. I have an announcement, guys. Someone won one of our giveaways from our previous video, how to start preparing for term 2. Make sure you also participate on this video's giveaway. Just go to the comments, participate, guys. You won't go wrong. This is the only channel that values education. There are giveaways, there are helpful videos. Subscribe on this channel, participate on this channel. Participate, guys. You won't go wrong. It's never too late. You can even go back to that video on how to start preparing for term 2. Then you come here, giveaway. Make sure you go to the comments, you follow all instructions, because we are strict. You need to follow all instructions in order to win our giveaways. Danko, stay tuned. Tip number one, you need to understand the concept first. You cannot go to a past question paper without having a conceptual knowledge, without having the understanding, the basics, the fundamental knowledge of that concept. You need to understand the concept first of all, guys. Okay, if you are writing June physical sciences soon, you know that you need to understand all the concepts in paper 1, all the concept in paper 2, right? From mechanics, all those things, you need to understand the concept first. If it's mathematics, you need to understand algebra, you need to understand functions, you need to understand sequence and series before you tackle questions. Okay, you cannot just go to a past question paper without understanding. We are going through ways, useful ways, because we want to use this past question paper effectively. So you cannot go to a past question paper, you cannot tackle a past question paper without studying that topic, without having a conceptual knowledge, without understanding. Because before you tackle a question paper, there are 2 steps that you need to follow. You first need to study it. You study it, and when you study it for understanding. So you know it, then you understand it. You don't just know and go to tackle. You need to understand, guys. Understand, check your understanding, right? Then you can go to tackling a past question paper. Those past question papers will tell you if you are ready, if you understand the concept or not. Because if you notice, multiple choice requires your understanding, right? The first questions, they require your understanding. In mathematics, the last questions, they require your understanding. Right? Question 1.3, those are questions that require your understanding. They are not hard. It's just the matter of understanding. You need to understand the basics. You need to understand the fundamentals. If you are doing grade 12, for instance, you need to understand the concept from grade 10 because it's a build up. Grade 12 is nothing, guys, in terms of curriculum. It's just 15%. They add 15% of concepts. It's your work from grade 10, especially grade 11 work. So you need to understand those concepts, right? You go back, there is YouTube. You can use YouTube to go back and understand the concept. You can use your summaries. You can use your notes from those grades. You will need those materials. Your notes, your notebooks, keep them because you are going to need those books. You're going to use those summaries. You're going to use those notes to build your conceptual knowledge. Okay, so you need to first understand before going to past question papers. And if you understand, if you understood the concept, trust me, everything will be easy for you. Even the next step. Let's go to the next tip. Let's go. You use past question papers from different provinces. You download those past question papers. When you first deal with question 1, right? If it's multiple choice questions, you tackle that multiple choice from 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, and so on and so on, right? You deal with that question. You look at the trend. Right? You go to question 2 from all those years. Some apps, they do formulate question 1's only, question 2 only. Right? There is a reason why they formulated that app in such a way that it's easy for you to get access for question 1 yedwa, question 2 yedwa, because it's a trend. And these people are lazy, especially for June examinations, provincial exams. But as for NSC exams, if you are writing matric in May, June, make sure that you understand the concepts, because that is a supplementary exam, guys. That is a supplementary exam. So they try by all means to check your understanding, because remember, you are doing the same thing this year, the same thing that you were doing last year. So they expect you to understand those concepts. So you look at a trend, you deal with all question 1s, right? I would suggest, now we are in 2026, so I would suggest that we start from 2022, because 2022 past question papers are kind of tricky, and I fail to understand because that year it was still COVID-19. But start with 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025, 2026 for all subjects, and you practiced past question papers every day. You do that every day. You make it your daily habit. Hope you are taking notes. You make that your daily habit, people of God. You look at a trend. You set a timer. Okay? That is very, very important. Then after taking that question, you can go to the memorandum, and you should have a red pen. Mark yourself. You are simulating the real exam conditions here. You mark yourself. Right? So we're done with step 3. Attempt the paper first. That is very, very important. You do not check your answers while you are writing, people of God. That is very, very important. You have to struggle, right? That's why you need to work hard. Struggling is a part of learning, people of God. Go back to the drawing board, right? And when you see that you have a problem with that question 1, because now you will be following the trend, you will be noting that I'm struggling in simultaneous equations. You note that on your notebook. That's why I said you should have a diary, you should have a notebook. Okay, very, very important. Struggling is part of learning. You go back to the drawing board, you start that simultaneous equation, you know it, you understand it, then you go back to those past question papers and deal with that simultaneous equation from different provinces, from different years, with fractions. You check, okay, when it has fractions, senza kanjani? When it has a linear equation, a quadratic equation, senza kanjani? Okay, if it is a cubic equation, what do I do? A degree, right? An equation of the third degree. That is very, very important. Also, you also notice equations. You want to have all possible questions for your June examination. It will help you throughout your matric. It will help you throughout your grade 11. It will help you throughout your grade 10. It's very, very important. And also, we are done with step 4 with marking using a memorandum. You mark yourself. While you are marking, you note everything down, right? Step 5, you analyze your mistakes. You analyze your mistakes. What did I get wrong? You go back to the drawing board. Is it a lack of understanding? Of course, it's a lack of understanding. You need to go back. Now, maybe the question that you guys are asking yourself, ndizoyazi kanjani if I understand the concept? At least you should get 60 and above. 60 and above. Then that's where you will see, no, I'm just struggling in this part. I do silly mistakes and all those things. But you cannot get anything less than 60%. If you got anything less than 60% while you are marking, just know that you still need to go back to the drawing board. What went wrong? Oh, my problem is silly mistakes. I need to focus when I'm doing those past question papers. Oh, I was practicing this paper. Noisy place, noisy environment. Change that environment. All right. Time pressure, those things, you need a structured way of avoiding those things. That's why you need to set a timer, right? And step 6, very, very important. If you got that question wrong, redo it. Think, guys. Critical thinking is very important. While you are doing these past question papers, think, okay, don't just skip exam room. Treat it as an exam room, because you won't do that with exam room, because you don't want those mistakes. You don't want to make mistakes on your exam room. You want to answer everything, even if it's 1.1, 5 marks. You need to write something. Write something, people of God. Don't just skip a question because I don't know this. The teacher didn't teach this. You will learn a lot while you are doing these past question papers in an effective way. You will learn a lot. Redo the questions you got wrong. Right? Check again, and this will help you lock in the correct method. You're going to learn a lot before going to the memorandum. Redo it. Redo. Don't skip that question. Think, okay, we did this. Okay, this is a word order problem. How can I approach this? Break down. Have data, collect data, and see how you can solve the problem. Right? Very, very important to identify common question papers. Common question papers and their patterns, right? Because you will notice if you are doing this, when you identify the trend, you will notice that the way these questions are structured, the way questions are asked, that is very important to identify those common patterns, right? Okay, but question 1 is out of these marks, and when you are when the question says correct to 2 decimal places, I should use the quadratic formula. I don't go straight to substituting. I first write the formula. and I get mark for that. Look at the claim, look at the marks. Very, 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 very important, right? And the last one, it's still the same thing. The advantage of doing this, because now when you are practicing, of course, you won't stuck question A1 or you need to move on. Move on. You just note it down that I have a problem with word problems. So I need to go back, right? You go back, you understand what you word problems. This is how they are structured. This is how they are answered. This is a strategy that I should use, because when you go to YouTube, when you go back to your notes, when you go back to your class works, when you go back to your textbooks, and you need to have good textbooks, and you need summaries, people of God. You don't have time to study a topic with 30 page, 40 page. You need summaries. What is important? That's why it's very important to have an exam guideline for all subjects. What is important? You focus on what is important. Right? Now, this will help you. The advantage this will help because you noted it down. We exam. You can't say I'm going to note this problem down because now I have a problem with this question. You need to go to other questions because you will be working with time. Right? You will be working with time. So you will have to skip that question and come back to that question later. We exams. Very important. So we're stuck on one question. Go answer, tackle other questions. Now the advantage when you are practicing, you are going to note it down, and after marking yourself, you study that. You go back to the drawing board. So those are the tips, guys, for using past question papers. You need a structured way, right? Even if you have an access, with printer, print those past question papers. You know that, devices, they lead you to procrastination. Use your phone, use your laptop. If your laptop and your phone distractor, print those past question papers. Work with friend. Follow all these steps. You won't go wrong. Better na book ndakota ndale kalomazwi dithi la go shigamba. Make sure you like this video, you share this video, you comment. Let me know what you guys think. If you want to join EduRise extra classes, if you need extra classes, let me know. If you're around PCM district, Prince of Peace Academy is there for you. East London learners. If you are around Cape Town, EduRise Empowerment Hub is here for you. Make sure you do join those extra lessons. You won't go wrong. Even if you are writing your metric, those institutions are the best for you guys. Thank you.